Welcome viewers, welcome to Physics World by Spark Sudhakar. Today we are going to see what is an electric field. Okay, in the last videos we have seen, right, charge is one property of material particles. Okay, a charge produces something known as an electric field in the region around it. Whenever you place some charge, let it be positive or negative, in the region around it, it produces something known as electric field. Okay, something known as electric field E bar, we write. This electric field E bar has both magnitude and direction. That is, electric field is a vector. Okay, it has both magnitude and direction. Right, and how do I know that there is something called electric field? Whenever you place some another charge Q dash here, okay, this electric field will exert some force on this Q dash. Means it is like a two-step process where a charge produces something known as an electric field in the region around it, and that electric field will exert some force on any other charge placed in that field. Okay, right, now what is the magnitude of that electric field? What is the direction of the electric field? We can find that it's known as intensity of the electric field or simply electric field. Okay, right, now what is that? Means what do? There is some electric field in some region. I'll place some test charge Q here. Okay, and I'll measure what is the force acting on that charge. If F bar is the force acting on that charge, the intensity of the electric field at that point where I am placing that Q charge is defined as E bar equal to, right, F bar by Q. That is, force per unit charge is known as the intensity of electric field or simply electric field. Okay, now this test charge Q should be extremely small such that its presence should not disturb the other charges present in the region. That means Q should be infinitesimally small. That's why we write here limit Q tending to 0. Limit Q tending to 0. Okay, limit Q tending to 0. F bar by Q is known as intensity of electric field or simply electric field. Okay, right, Q should be extremely small, or in general F bar equal to, right, Q into E bar, we write. F bar equal to Q into E bar, where Q is some charge placed at that point. Okay, now this electric field will be in the direction of the force if the charge is positive charge. If the test charge is a positive charge, E bar will be in the direction of F bar. If the test charge is negative, F bar equal to, right, minus Q E bar, right, two vectors have minus sign in between them, that is F bar and E bar will be in opposite directions. Electric field will be in opposite direction to F bar. Electric field will be opposite direction to F bar. Okay, right, so a charge produces something known as an electric field around that region. Okay, whenever you put some other charge in that region, okay, this electric field will exert some force on that charge. By measuring that force per unit charge, I can measure the intensity of the electric field or simply electric field. Okay, now what is the electric field due to? What are the units of that electric field? Right, electric field units are from this formula. Electric field units are F by Q, means, right, Newton per Coulomb. So Newton per Coulomb is the unit of electric field from this formula. Okay, now what is the electric field intensity due to a point charge we want? Okay, you put some charge Q, okay, here, okay, at some distance from this, at a distance R from this charge, what is the electric field intensity I want to find? Okay, so electric field intensity due to a point charge. Now, so what do? I'll put some small test charge, small q here. Okay, now whenever two charges are separated by distance, immediately Coulomb's law will come into picture. Okay, Coulomb force of attraction or repulsion, like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. F bar equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right, Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay, Q1 is nothing but capital Q, right, Q2 is small q by R square, right. This is the force experienced by this charge Q because of this plus charge. because of this capital Q. Now, what is the electric field at this point E? Electric field intensity E bar equal to, right, F bar by Q, we write. So if you divide this with Q, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right, capital Q by R square. Capital Q by R square, that is field due to a point charge capital Q is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Q by R square, that is field is proportional to the magnitude of charge and field is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That's why electric field is inverse square law field. Okay, proportional to the magnitude of charge Q and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Okay, right, square of the distance from the point of the charge producing that electric field. Okay, so units of electric field are Newton per Coulomb, we write Newton per Coulomb. Okay, more charge, more will be the electric field, or more is the distance, lesser will be the electric field. Means as you are going away from the charge, okay, electric field intensity keeps on decreasing. Okay, intensity depends on the distance. Okay, right, now this electric field will be, right, if the charge is a positive charge, electric field will be away from the positive charge like this. If the charge is a negative charge, electric field will be towards the negative charge. Means for a positive charge, electric field will be, for a positive point charge, electric field will be pointing, right, radially outwards everywhere. For a negative charge, right, electric field will be pointing radially inwards towards that charge. Means if you put one plus Q here, due to this electric field will be away. In any direction, electric field will be like this. Okay, away from the positive charge. If it is a negative charge, electric field lines will be, or electric field will be towards that negative charge. Direction of the electric field will be towards the negative charge. Okay, right. So what is the electric field? Okay, what is the electric field due to some charge, say 1 microcoulomb? 1 microcoulomb, right, positive charge is there. What is the electric field at a distance of 1 meter from it? What is the electric 1 microcoulomb charge is there? Okay, plus 1 microcoulomb charge. What is the electric field at a point P, which is a distance 1 meter from it? Okay, just now we have seen electric field intensity E bar equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right, capital Q by R square. Okay, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is 9 into 10 to the power 9 in SI units, into charge is 1 microcoulomb, that is 1 micro means 10 to the power minus 6 by, right, distance is 1 meter, 1 square is 1 only, so it is simply 1. So what is the electric field intensity? 9 into 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power minus 6, 10 to the power 3 Newton per Coulomb. That I'll call it as the electric field, okay, due to 1 microcoulomb charge at a distance of 1 meter from it. As we are going away from the charge, okay, as R keeps on increasing, electric field intensity keeps on decreasing. Okay, how? As 1 by R square. Okay, right, now next we'll see what happens if there are 2 or more charges. Okay, if there are 2 or more charges in any region, now we'll see what happens. Suppose say Q1 charge is here. Okay, right, some Q2 charge is here, minus Q2, so let it be negative charge, and another charge Q3 is here. Now there is one point P here. Okay, Q1 is at a distance R1 from this point P, Q2 is at a distance R2 from this point P, Q3 is at a distance R3 from this point P. Okay, Q1 is also point charge, it is at a distance R1 from this point P, so it will produce some electric field. Because it is a positive charge, electric field radial outward. Okay, at point P, the electric field due to this Q1, E1 will be like this. Okay, now we have negative charge Q2 here, it is at a distance R2, so it produces some electric field at this point P. That electric field will be towards the negative charge. Okay, means it will produce some electric field like this. Okay, let us call it as E2, which is in this direction. Q3 is again a positive charge, say. Okay, it will produce an electric field, right, away from it like this. Okay, right, it will produce, suppose say E3. Okay, how much is E1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 by R1 square. How much is E2? E2 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R2 square. E3 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q3 by R3 square. Means E1 is like this, E2 is like this, E1 is like, all are acting at the same point. What is the resultant electric field? Superposition principle. Okay, resultant electric field E bar is nothing but, electric field is a vector, isn't it? So right, it is vector sum of the electric fields due to individual charges, that is E1 bar plus E2 bar plus E3 bar, okay, plus etc and so on. Okay, so if there are two or more charges, okay, the resultant electric field due to all the charges at any point is nothing but vector sum of the fields due to individual charges, that is E bar equal to E1 bar plus E2 bar plus E3 bar, the superposition principle. Okay, right, this is how we can find out if there are only two charges. If there are only two charges, so two fields only are there, okay, E1 like this and E2 in some other direction, you can use that vector addition formula, root of E1 square plus E2 square plus 2E1 E2 cos theta. Theta is the angle between those two. If there are what you call more than 2, 4, 5 different charges are there, okay, the different electric fields are produced. What is the resultant electric field? Better to resolve everything into components, E1 into X component, Y component, like that. Add all X components, all add Y components, then find out the resultant. Okay, depending on the problem we can find out. Okay, now we'll see one example here. Right, how to find out the electric field at a point when there are two charges. Okay, when there are two charges. Now consider a plus 10 microcoulomb charge, plus 10 microcoulombs charge at one point and minus 10 microcoulombs charge separated by a distance of 20 centimeters, say. Okay, separated by distance 20 centimeters. This is the midpoint and this line is the perpendicular bisector. Okay, this line is the perpendicular bisector, and at a distance, at a point P, which is at a distance of 10 centimeters from the midpoint O, okay, what is the electric field? There are two charges, plus 10 microcoulombs, minus 10 microcoulombs. What is the electric field at a point P? What is the electric field at a point P, which is at a distance 10 centimeters from the perpendicular bisector, on the perpendicular bisector? Okay, right, now now the geometry is what? This is 10 centimeters, this is 10 centimeters. Okay, right, now I'll join these 2 points. Okay, I'll call this as, say, some A. I'll call this point as B. Okay, right, this is BP. Now this is 10 centimeters, this is 10 centimeters, means what is this? Root of 10 square plus 10 square. This distance AP equal to 10 root 2 centimeters. Okay, similarly, this is also 10 centimeters, this is also 10 centimeters. What is this? Root of 10 square plus 10 square, that is nothing but 10 root 2 centimeters. 10 root 2 centimeters. Now this is a positive charge, plus 10 microcoulomb, so it exerts it produces an electric field pointing away from it. Means the electric field due to this point, right, A, charge at A is EA, it will be in this direction. But this one is a negative charge, charge at B is negative, so negative charge electric field will be towards the negative charge. Okay, let us call that electric field as, right, EB. Let us call that electric field as EB. So this is EA direction, this is EB direction. EB direction. Now what is this angle theta? Okay, what is this angle theta? Means cos, say tan theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is 10 by 10 is nothing but 1. Tan theta equal to 1. Theta equal to tan inverse of 1, nothing but 45 degrees. Tan inverse of 1, 45 degrees. Okay, so this theta is 45 degrees. So EA will be, this angle is 45, means this angle also will be 45 and this angle also will be 45 degrees. Okay, both are theta and theta only 45 degrees. Okay, now this is the direction of EA, this is the direction of, this is the direction of EA, this is the direction of EB. What is EA? EA is nothing but field due to this point charge. What is that field EA equal to? EA equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. What is R? Nothing but AP. R is nothing but AP. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, Q by EAP square. But look here, right, AP and BP both are equal. AP and BP both are equal. Okay, that is nothing but 10 root 2 centimeters. Okay, so EB equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Charge magnitude is same, 10 microcoulombs only. Distance is also same. So EA will be equal in magnitude to EB. So let us write this as EA equal to, right, EB equal to, both are field due to both the charge, because this point P, right, both are equal in magnitude, plus 10 and minus 10 microcoulombs, and this point P is at same distance from both the charges, isn't it? So electric field EA equal to EB equal to, let us call it as E equal to, how much it will be? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is charge? Either charge is 10 microcoulombs, that is 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 by AP square or BP square. Both are equal only. What is that AP square? 10 root 2. 10 root 2 centimeters. Okay, now in SI units we have to convert it into meters. In SI units we have to convert it into meters. When I convert it into meters, okay, 10 root 2 into 10 to the power 1 meter equal to 1 centimeter equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So 10 root 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. So what is the electric field? EA equal to EB equal to E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is nothing but 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 by 10 root 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. 10 square is 100, root 2 is whole square is 2, that is 200. Okay, that is 2 into 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, if you simplify this, what do we get? If you simplify this, what do we get? So this is 10 to the power minus, this is 10 to the power minus 2. Minus 2 goes up and becomes plus 2. That is 10 to the power 11. 10 to the power 11 minus 10 to the power 5. That is 10 to the power 6. That is 9 by 2. Means how much? 4.5 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, Newton per Coulomb. That is the magnitude of the electric field. Now what is, and that field is due to plus 10 microcoulombs and minus 10 microcoulombs. Now if you look at this picture, EA magnitude is equal to 4.5 it is. Okay, this is 4.5. Okay, right, now EA is also 4.5 into 10 to the power 6, EB is also 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. This is like this, this is in this direction. What is the angle between EA and EB? This is 45 and 45, that is angle between them is 90. Two mutually perpendicular vectors. Okay, what is the resultant of those two vectors? What is the resultant of those two vectors means? It is like this. Okay, EA is like this, EB is like this. Okay, angle between them is 90 degrees. So what is the resultant? Result EA equal to EB equal to E. So resultant electric field is equal to E dash equal to root of EA square plus EB square plus 2 EA into EB into cos. Cos 90 is anyway 0. Cos 90 is 0. So it is simply EA square plus EB square. EA equal to EB equal to E, no. So it's simply E square plus E square. Okay, nothing but, right, root 2 into E. Therefore, the resultant electric field E dash equal to, right, 4.5. Right, root 2 E means 4.5 root 2 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per Coulomb. Newton per Coulomb. This is the resultant electric field. Directly I have used the formula cos theta equal to 90. So for two perpendicular vectors, resultant nothing but E1 square plus E2 square. That's how root 2E. Otherwise, you can resolve this into two components also. Resolve this EA, both are equal now in magnitude. Okay, both are equal in magnitude. Right, now resolve this into two components. Horizontal component E cos theta, this will become vertical component E sin theta. Okay, resolve this also into two mutually perpendicular components. This will be E cos theta again. Okay, this will be E sin theta again. Okay, now look at these two. E sin theta components are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, so they neutralize each other. So resultant electric field is only due to these horizontal components E cos theta and E cos theta. These are components, no, they are scalars only, simply add them. Okay, so resultant electric field E dash is equal to E cos theta plus E cos theta, nothing but 2E cos theta. Okay, what is theta equal to? In the earlier this one we have seen that theta equal to, okay, theta equal to 45 degrees we have seen, theta equal to 45. So right, this is nothing but 2e cos theta, right? Theta equal to 45, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Okay, 1 by root 2 means root 2 and 2 get cancelled. What remains here is root 2e only, e dash equal to. That's what we have got earlier also, either way. Okay, this way of resolving into perpendicular components and adding, okay, vertical and horizontal components becomes easier or convenient if there are 2 or more charges, if there are more than 2 charges. Okay, if there are only 2 charges, better to use this formula only. Okay, it's up to you which one to use. Okay, look at this problem. A charge q equal to 1 microcoulomb is placed at a point, okay, half meter, 1 meter, 2 meters. Coordinates of that point is that find an electric field, find the electric field intensity at another point, 1 meter, 1.5 meter, 1 meter. Okay, means there is some point P. Okay, there is some point P here which is placed with coordinates here. Okay, let us take this as point P. Okay, let us take this as point Q. Okay, point Q say. Okay, right, now what are the coordinates of point P? Coordinates of point P are, okay, that half meter means 0.5 I cap plus j cap in vector notation, okay, plus 2 k cap, right? 2 meters, 2 k cap. Okay, what are the coordinates of point Q? Right, it is 1 meter, 1.5, 1 meter means it is, right, I cap plus 1.5 j cap plus k cap. Okay, k cap. So there is one charge q placed at this point P. Okay, right, how much? 1 microcoulomb charge is placed at this point P. What is the electric field at this point Q is asking. Okay, now what do we do? Simply, just like we have found Coulomb force, okay, right, the electric field due to that point, okay, E bar is equal to, okay, E bar is equal to, right, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Field due to a point charge is nothing but Q by R square. We are writing Q by R square. If the position coordinates are given, position vectors are given, we will write like this: 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right? This magnitude of Q here. Okay, we want to find out the electric field at this point Q with respect to a charge at point P. Okay, that is, right, R P minus, sorry, RQ minus RP by RQ minus RP magnitude whole cube. This is how we are going to find the electric field. Okay, so RP value is this, RQ value is this given. Okay, now substitute the values and simplify. What do we get here? If you substitute the values and simplify, E bar equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 1 microcoulomb means 10 to the power minus 6 into RQ minus RP. Okay, RQ minus RP means RQ equal to this one. Okay, RP equal to this much. The position vector of point Q is this. Position vector of point Q is this. So RQ minus RP means what? I minus 0.5, that is 1I minus 0.5I, that is nothing but, right, 1I minus 0.5, that is nothing but 0.5 I cap, okay, 0.5 I cap plus 1.5 J minus J, that is plus 0.5 J cap plus 1 minus 2, that is minus. Okay, that is minus 1 minus 2, that is minus K cap. K cap, this is RQ minus RP by RQ minus RP magnitude whole cube. Okay, means it is, what is the magnitude of this? 0.5 whole square plus 0.5 whole square plus 1 square. Okay, that is 0.5 whole square is 0.25, 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 1. that is 1.5 magnitude is, that is RQ minus RP magnitude is, RP minus RQ magnitude is 1.5 whole cube. Okay, right? So this is equal to, if I simplify, 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 10 to the power minus 6, okay, that is 9 into 10 to the power 3 by 1.5 whole cube into, right, 0.5 I cap plus 0.5 j cap minus k cap. Simplify this numerical value, whatever it is, that gives you the magnitude of the electric field as well as direction of the electric field. Okay, if the position vectors are given, this is how we are going to find the electric field. If directly distance is given, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square will be sufficient. Right, they will give you charge is at so and so coordinates, its position vector is like this. Okay, position vector from the origin of the second point is there. What is the electric field due to this charge at that point? Use this. Okay, use this method, will give you, right, whenever we are using IJ case, electric field come both in magnitude as well as in direction.